and then he came to himself. He realized that God had dealt with him and had shown him these visions and revelations. God had downloaded, like you're doing on the computer, he downloaded information into Paul's mind, into Paul's spirit. He downloaded, he jotted it into his spirit. Because sometimes God has to put us in a position where we know it's not us. Sometimes God has to put us in a, sometimes God allows us to be in a position where he says, they're not going to get it until I put some shame on them. They're not going to get it until I put them in a position where they got to sit there behind that. And sometimes God uses things to teach us and to show us vision and revelation. He has shown Paul favor and granted him the privilege of seeing, and this is what I like about God. He will grant you privilege of seeing a secret and hidden mystery. I'm not talking about nothing spooky. I'm not talking about nothing scary. I'm talking about simple fact like this. You don't know what to do when it comes to making a decision about what your friend has asked you to do. Guess what God will do? He'll show you which way to go. I'm not talking about nothing spooky, nothing scary. God will show you. He'll give you hidden wisdom and show you secret mystery. You got this in your mind, in the back of your mind. I really don't know if I should trust her. I really don't know, because she's getting too friendly. I don't know if I should trust. God will give you hidden mystery. He'll show you what to say to find out who is really for you. He'll give you hidden wisdom and secret mysteries. As Paul evidently began to get the big head. Now check this out. He began to get the big head. He began to think it was him that was getting so smart and so popular with the Lord. But he had to recognize it was not him. God had to show him who was boss. Tell him that God will show you who is boss. If you get too big, he'll bring you down. If you get too high, he'll make you small. If you think you're too pretty, he'll make you ugly. If you get too wide, he'll thin you up. If you get too mean, he'll make you nice. And you wonder why you're so nice, because you've been raised in me all the time. He'll make you nice. If you get too sophisticated and upscale, he'll remind you about your bologna and block cheese. He'll remind you. God has a way. He has a way to remind you about the bed sheets over the windows. Come on, Papa. He'll remind you about what you got before people. He'll remind you, check this out, Scott. He'll remind you about four brothers sharing a twin bed. He'll remind you. You got straightening comb over heated stove. He'll remind you. Come on. He'll remind you when you started out on Sunday, when you started out on Sunday with a whole chicken. And then on Monday you got chicken casserole, and on Tuesday chicken pot pie, and Wednesday chicken salad, Thursday chopped chicken sandwiches, on Friday the next in the batch and the Saturday chicken flavored broth with crackers. I dare you to forget who lost. Yeah, you take your mind back to what you didn't have. And there will be some people younger than you got something to thank God. You got something to thank God for. Because your mom and dad didn't have what you had. You got something to thank God for. It was because of Paul's level of haughtiness that God had to allow him to receive, what did he say he received in his flesh? A thorn in his flesh. And God puts us in some thorny places so that it will remind us in our flesh that we are nothing without God. I know they say you got it going on. I know they say you're the prettiest thing at the high school. I know they say you're the handsomest thing at the high school. But without Christ, we are nothing. Because we're good looking folk don't go to hell. You got to be saved. You got to be saved without ugly self. You got to be saved. You got to be saved. God puts us in those places so that we'll know we're nothing without him. And Paul had to learn the hard way, the painful way, the thorny way. You got some people that have learned from the hard way. Your mama told you not to do it, but you snuck and did it anyway. And guess who you had to call? And God the same way. He told you some stuff. I know he speaks. Yes, he does. He may not call your name Anthony. He may not do that. But he gives you something on the inside that gives you awareness, this is for me not to do. Yeah. And when we get in those hardships, we still got to call on it. Listen what Paul says in verse 6. He says to us that he'd be a fool to continue bragging about all of what God had revealed and had said unto him. He says, I would be crazy to say I got up from being beat half death. Half to death being beat to get up and say, look what I got, look what I just stepped into. God showed me that. So the Lord had to put a thorn in his flesh to remind him that it was not him. He now recognized that these thorns for him were in his life to let him know that he was nobody to be put on a pedestal. And I'm going to say this, let's get back in school. Be careful about what you brag about. Be careful about what you have more than what somebody else has. Because God can take it. Just like he gave you. What did Joseph, the Lord said? Joseph, the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Listen to the message I hear Paul teaching us. He says, why do people brag about getting a vision from God? This is what I got. Why do we brag about what God has given us, what God has shown us in a vision when we have division in our homes? We brag about, oh, the Lord talked to me, he done showed me. But you can't talk to folk in your house, you sit on the couch with. We brag about individuals. Individuals get excited about receiving a revelation from God when they can't even turn to revelation in the Bible. How can people get so overjoyed about seeing heaven when all they do is raise the other place? How can church folk brag about what their church is doing and they don't hardly ever come on Sunday? You got to recognize in order to have bragging rights, you got to get in the game. That's all I'm saying. You got to get in the game. And Paul recognized that he wasn't playing right when God gave him the thorn in his flesh about the visions and the revelations that he was receiving. No need to get excited about a revelation. Can I say this? When there's no motivation. No need if there's no anticipation for the things of God. Those things will have you with procrastination, followed by some hesitation. Doing everything without any reservation of your mind, which allows God to do some investigation on your instigation. Because you have an understanding holy declaration that gives you emancipation to be free, so that you can have some spiritual retaliation when you truly have some deep revelation. You got to have some revelation in order to get through. You cannot glory in yourself for what you received. You cannot do it or what you've done. If it had not been for God, you wouldn't do it. Sometimes God allows the enemy to buffet or attack us when he doesn't want us to stop and sit down and glory in ourselves. He said, wait a minute, Radford, you're going too far. Radford, you're not in the vein. You're not in my vein. You're not in my flow. And he allows, he said God allows it. God allows some things to happen to shake my mind. He allows some things to happen to shake my spirit, to get back on course. And I found out that when God wants more from me, and God wants more from you, he wants more than you singing in that choir, making up a youth group. He wants more than that. That's right. He wants more than that. And when God wants more from me, he'll send me some thorns. Because if it had not been for some thorns, I would become satisfied. If it had been for some pressing and some shaking, I would become satisfied. Look at verse 7 and 8, and I'm almost through. We talk about him getting exalted above measure. The Lord gave him a thorn in his flesh. The message of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. He was given what? A thorn in the flesh. He was given a thorn in the flesh. And I believe this with you. You have been stuck to remember some things.